Hours after the initial post on 4chan showing a mysterious egg-shaped UFO, new images have surfaced, allegedly revealing the crashed object covered in strange hieroglyphic-like markings. These latest images, released by the same anonymous user, have intensified speculation that this is not just another hoax, but rather an authentic leak of classified information regarding a UFO retrieval operation. The newly released images provide a clearer look at the craft, showing unusual symbols etched across its metallic surface, resembling ancient hieroglyphs that some say bear striking similarities to those found in early human civilizations. The revelation has further fueled discussions that this UFO may not be entirely new, but rather something that has been hidden or buried for an unknown period of time. With the growing number of whistleblowers and insiders speaking out about UFO retrieval programs, these leaked images could represent one of the most significant pieces of evidence yet. The fact that hieroglyphic markings appear on an alleged non-human craft raises profound questions about extraterrestrial influence on human history. With growing interest in UFO disclosure and increasing reports of egg-shaped craft being retrieved by military forces, many are now questioning whether this latest leak is part of a larger effort to bring hidden knowledge into public awareness. The recent leaked images of a crashed egg-shaped UFO covered in hieroglyphic-like symbols are not the first time such markings have been associated with unidentified flying objects. Throughout history, there have been multiple cases where witnesses have reported seeing strange symbols on the surfaces of UFOs, suggesting a possible connection between these crafts and an unknown language or form of communication. Two of the most well-documented cases involving hieroglyphic-marked UFOs are the Kecksburg incident of 1965 and the Rendlesham Forest encounter of 1980. The Kecksburg incident occurred in Pennsylvania when a bell or acorn-shaped metallic craft crashed into a wooded area. Witnesses who saw the object before the US military swiftly removed it described it as having strange inscriptions along its base, which some likened to Egyptian-style hieroglyphics or ancient symbols. These markings have never been deciphered, and the incident remains one of the most controversial UFO retrieval cases in US history. Many believe that the military recovered the object and studied its inscriptions in secret, potentially linking it to other UFOs that have been found with similar markings. Another case that adds weight to this phenomenon is the Rendlesham Forest incident, often referred to as Britain's Roswell. In December 1980, multiple US military personnel stationed at RAF Bentwaters witnessed a triangular-shaped craft land in the woods. When one of the servicemen, Sergeant Jim Peniston, approached the craft, he reported seeing a series of strange symbols etched onto its metallic hull. He even sketched these symbols in his notebook, later comparing them to ancient glyphs or mathematical sequences. The presence of hieroglyphic-like markings on multiple UFOs across different decades and locations suggests that these symbols may serve a fundamental purpose, possibly as a form of extraterrestrial communication, navigation, or technology encoding. If the newly leaked images of the egg-shaped UFO are indeed authentic, they may provide further evidence that these crafts share a common origin, one that has been interacting with humanity far longer than we ever imagined. The egg-shaped design of the object in question is not an isolated anomaly. Reports of smooth, seamless, and aerodynamic egg or tic-tac-shaped craft have surfaced repeatedly over the years. Military pilots, intelligence officers, and even high-ranking government officials have described encounters with objects that lack conventional propulsion, wings, or any visible means of generating thrust, yet can move at unimaginable speeds, hover silently, and perform instantaneous maneuvers. In recent months, leaks from military insiders and investigative journalists have exposed that these types of UFOs are being actively recovered and studied by government agencies. NewsNation's recent release of footage showing an egg-shaped craft being retrieved by helicopter has further validated claims that these craft are real and retrieval operations are taking place in secret. Now, with this new leak providing what appears to be direct photographic evidence of a downed UFO, the urgency for disclosure has never been greater. The presence of hieroglyphic-like symbols on the object only deepens the mystery. If the UFO was manufactured by an extraterrestrial intelligence, then its markings could serve as identifiers, coded messages, or an alien language that we have yet to decipher. Some believe that these markings bear a resemblance to ancient script found in early human civilizations, suggesting a possible historical connection between extraterrestrial visitors and early societies on Earth. One of the most fascinating aspects of the newly released crash site image is the intricate symbols adorning the UFO's metallic surface. Hieroglyphics have long been associated with ancient cultures, particularly the Egyptians, Mayans, and Sumerians, civilizations that have left behind extraordinary monuments, artifacts, and myths that many believe contain evidence of contact with advanced beings. The possibility that these markings on the UFO could be a form of extraterrestrial communication has ignited discussions among researchers and UFO enthusiasts alike. The striking similarity between these historical accounts and the newly leaked image suggests that this is not an isolated case. If these hieroglyphics are indeed alien in nature, it could mean that humanity has been observed or visited by the same civilization for centuries, possibly even influencing early human societies. Some theorists argue that early civilizations may have had direct knowledge of these beings, incorporating their symbols into temples, religious texts, and ancient artwork. Adding further intrigue to the mystery, some speculate that the crash site of the UFO in the leaked image could be located in Antarctica, a region that has long been rumored to harbor hidden secrets related to extraterrestrial activity. Whistleblowers have previously hinted that multiple UFO retrieval missions have taken place in Antarctica, where objects have been found deep beneath the ice, preserved for unknown periods of time. If this egg-shaped UFO was retrieved from Antarctica, it would lend credence to theories that non-human technology has been hidden in remote locations for centuries. The extreme conditions of Antarctica, combined with its geopolitical restrictions and minimal civilian access, make it an ideal location for classified operations and secret research facilities. The anonymous user who posted the original video of the egg-shaped UFO has remained elusive, refusing to disclose their identity or location. However, their decision to release the crash site image now, rather than with the initial video, suggests a deliberate effort to stagger the information. This tactic is often used by whistleblowers who want to ensure their leaks gain maximum visibility before they are suppressed or discredited. The timing of this release is particularly significant, as it comes just weeks after the NewsNation disclosure of an egg-shaped UFO retrieval. Many believe that insiders within intelligence or military circles are pushing for full disclosure, using leaked videos and images to force governments into acknowledging what they have kept hidden for decades. This pattern of controlled leaks may indicate that there is a growing faction within the defense community advocating for transparency, challenging the long-held secrecy surrounding UFO encounters and recovery programs. With the leaked image now circulating widely across social media and UFO research communities, pressure is mounting on government agencies and defense officials to respond. If the image is authentic, it represents one of the most compelling pieces of evidence supporting the existence of non-human craft. Many are now calling for scientific analysis of the symbols, urging linguists, archaeologists, and physicists to examine the inscriptions for possible patterns or connections to known historical languages. If the symbols on the UFO match those found in ancient Earth civilizations, it could provide groundbreaking proof that extraterrestrial contact influenced human history. These whistleblowers, many of whom have worked within the intelligence community, the military, and private aerospace sectors, have described encounters with technology so advanced that it defies human engineering capabilities. The existence of oval, smooth, metallic UFOs has been reported across multiple locations, and according to these sources, some of these craft have been successfully retrieved for further study. If these claims are true, the implications for science, technology, and humanity's understanding of the universe are profound. Anonymous insiders have provided consistent descriptions of the UFOs allegedly recovered by various military operations. One whistleblower, who claims to have been part of a classified recovery mission, described encountering an egg-shaped craft buried partially underground after what appeared to be an emergency landing. The material of the craft was described as highly reflective, metallic, yet warm to the touch, and no visible means of entry or damage were found. When attempts were made to cut or penetrate the material, it remained impervious to known tools and weapons. Scientists and engineers working in secret research facilities allegedly struggled to determine how the craft functioned, as it lacked any recognizable internal components such as wiring, fuel tanks, or propulsion systems. If these accounts are true, it would mean that humanity has encountered technology that operates on principles completely unknown to modern science. This could explain why governments have gone to great lengths to keep these discoveries hidden, fearing both the implications of revealing such knowledge and the potential strategic advantages they might gain by studying and replicating these technologies in secrecy. The secrecy surrounding the retrieval of oval egg-shaped UFOs is part of a larger pattern in which governments have deliberately withheld information about non-human technology from the public. There are several possible reasons why authorities have chosen to keep this knowledge classified. One theory is that the technology contained within these recovered craft could provide an unparalleled advantage in aerospace engineering, propulsion systems, and energy production. If non-human vehicles operate without conventional fuel sources and can manipulate gravity, revealing this technology to the public would upend the global energy and defense industries overnight.